put it all together yet, but I think they might fit in here without. What my point, or what I'm trying to get at. Welcome back to the Workbench, where we try to make things, and we're continuing to try to make today is Revell's 1971 Olds 442, or what we're calling the Faux 42, because we're building a Cutlass that we tried to make look like a 442, kind of like we would have done back in the 90s or back when I was in my early 20s. If I had had a Cutlass, I would have made a 442 out of it, even though it wasn't real. So hence the Faux 42. Also, in the description, a link if you'd like to build along. Check out that link and get one of your own. Build your own Faux 42. So where we left off yesterday, I've done a little bit of chassis work, done some body work, done some motor work. But what we mainly were working on, the main work, is getting our parts list together. So we're kind of at that point of the build where we just need to order up parts. And what I thought I did, and what said I was going to do, is pull out my big bucket of parts and see what I have that I could use from the list that I already have, and that I won't have to buy. Won't have to buy, from a 3D printer company or whatever, wherever I can find them. So I started digging through stuff, and this is what I came up with, and I want to show kind of what I came up with to you guys, get your input, what you think. Should we use it, not use it, that kind of thing. Starting with, I guess we'll just start with the air cleaner. Well, let's start with this. This is the air cleaners that came with the kit. This is actually the air cleaner for the 442. I went ahead and kind of put it together so we could take a look at it. It also came with this guy here, which I'm assuming is probably the air cleaner for a Cutlass, is my thought. I don't know. Actually, I take that back. You know what it probably is? I think this is the W30. What does it say on it? I bet it just says Oldsmobile on it, huh? Yeah, Oldsmobile. I think this, so what this is the air cleaner for the W30 for the scooped hood. I literally just thought about this. But it came with two different air cleaners, this guy and this guy. So we have those options, but I was really wanting to use an open air cleaner. I know when back in the day, I had a 70 Buick Skylark, and to pass inspection, even in 1995 or whatever year it was, you had to have the original, the closed air cleaner, the whatever you call this, the snorkel-style air cleaner like that on it to pass emissions. Back in the day, they didn't actually test emissions, but that's what they considered emissions. So of course, I always ran an open air cleaner like this, this is what I found. And then when I go to get inspection done, I'd throw this guy on there just to get it inspected. And what's funny is I had a big Holley 4-barrel on the car. The original motor came with a 2-barrel, a Rochester 2-barrel. And so this style air cleaner, the snorkel air cleaner, whatever you call these, was for a 2-barrel. So I had kind of just cut it out, made it so it would fit. The thing ran seriously bad, seriously bad. But it got down to the service station and got inspected. I'd bring it home and I'd put my open air cleaner. And digging through my parts, this is the best open air cleaner I could find, open style air cleaner. It's okay. It's got like a bad scratch in it. I don't know how that happened, which is fine. I can always just repaint the air cleaner portion. Here's the motor. By the way, I've done a little bit of work on the motor. In ordering these parts, I made a couple decisions. One, I'm going to use the original exhaust manifolds. I thought about doing headers. I don't know if I want to go all down that road because I don't know how I'd ever find headers for a big block Oldsmobile. Yeah, so I'm just going to go with the manifolds. Then I can also use the exhaust that it came with, and I could just add in an H-pipe. I think I'm going to add in an H-pipe because I know back in the mid-90s, that's what mainly we were doing was H-pipes, and then the X-pipe came out. Like, oh, my goodness. So I might just add in an H-pipe to the exhaust that came with this kit, use these manifolds, that exhaust anyways, and that kind of thing. Also, I decided to use the non-electric fan. What do you call a non-electric fan? A manual fan? The fan that came with the kit that just bolts onto the water pump. And it had a little clutch in there too, which is chrome. And I don't like using the chrome, but I don't mind using it here. Now I'm going to dirty that chrome up. I'm going to give it very much a black wash, but I kind of want to leave it the chrome because what happens, and this is just the way what I'm thinking, this fan and clutch unit actually get hidden up in the fan shroud. So you don't see the clutch. And with it being that kind of chrome, that, that bright plastic chrome that we all hate, but with it being that way, you kind of actually get, let me see if I can, hopefully you can even see, you get a little glimpse of it back in there in the fan shroud. So if I was to paint it, I think it would just completely, you wouldn't even know it's there. You'd never even know there's a clutch on there. So if I just dirty it up some, that'll be good. Anyways, so this is what this air cleaner would look like on, kind of in reference to this motor. I don't know. I'm not crazy about it. I wanted to get your input. It's the best I had. I think I'm gonna just keep looking around for an air cleaner. And what do you call the thing that holds the air cleaner? The whole is the assembly, the air cleaner assembly. I think I'll keep looking around and see if there's something better out there. With that said, also it brought us to valve covers, because I'd like to replace the valve. These are all things that you would do, that I would have done when I was 22. You dress it up a little bit. You put some lipstick on the pig kind of thing, right? So you put some valve covers on, you put air cleaner, you do these little things that you can do to make it look a little cooler. And the only air cleaners I really had, the best, I have these like square style ones, which are obviously small block Chevrolet air cleaners. So I don't think those are really, let me see if I can get it to sit on there and work. And I don't know if they're not really big enough. You can tell they're for a small block Chevy, not a big old 455. I had these Holly ones, which I really like. They're kind of cool. They look really good. And they say Holly on the middle of them, and they're the right shape for an Oldsmobile. They're too small. They're on the small side. In fact, did I bring, yeah, here's the factory covers. Here, they're still on the sprue. You can see, let me match these up. They're just these are too small. You can tell they're for a small block. And if I line up the back sides, they're not way off. Yeah, actually they're kind of way off. they're definitely enough off. So I don't think that's going to work. And I think the valve covers are going to be an issue, because where in the secondary market am I going to find aftermarket looking? So like Edelbrock, Holly, some kind of, aftermarket branded valve cover for a big block Oldsmobile. Now, I guess it could also be for a big block Pontiac or a big, now the Buick heads were different. If I remember right, you guys correct me down in the description, but basically you had Chevrolet, they're the big block Chevy, so a 454 had its own style head, but you would put, I say that, but you would put Oldsmobile heads on a small block Chevy, didn't we? That was because what had the 202s in it, right? Like, it's been so long since I've dealt with any of this. This was all when I was younger. Because you had the heads that had the 202 intakes, which I think, no, we were putting pinky rods in, which were out of Oldsmobiles, I think. I don't remember. Can anybody refresh me? But from what I remember, I know transmission. So I know on the transmission side, you would use the same transmission, but the bolt patterns were different. And I know Chevy, Pontiac, Oldsmobile all had the same bolt pattern, but Buick had its own unique. So the 455 Buick and the 455 Oldsmobile blocks were different. I think, please correct me in the description if I'm wrong. I believe the 455 and the Olds and the 455 Pontiac were the same. My point being is they might be the same head, so maybe a big block Pontiac valve cover. I don't know. If you guys have a solution for an aftermarket style valve cover for a 455 Oldsmobile model, so it has obviously that will fit this model, please let me know if I can find it. I'm going to keep looking myself. I've already started looking, haven't found anything. You can find big block Chevy stuff. So far, that's been easy. Big block, small block Chevy. I have big block Ford valve covers in my bucket of stuff, but that's not going to work. I can't put a Ford branded thing on an Oldsmobile. Anyway, so that's the problem I'm having with the motor itself. Intakes is going to be another issue. So that's going to be another issue because the Oldsmobile intake is very unique. But something I did come up with, what do we think about this? We could do, what if we do stacks? I thought, yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. It'd be cool, but I kind of don't want to cut up the hood. We have that W30 style hood, so I don't think we're going to do that, but that would be a solution that would get rid of the air cleaners too. So I don't think we're going to do that. So I still need a solution for that. Something I did think I think I did find the solution for is the steering wheel. So I wanted to do a kind of more of an aftermarket style looking steering wheel that was much smaller. And I have kind of three options here. I'm not sure which one. I think this red one, which I hate to say, I think is out of a Testarossa, but it looks kind of like a Grant wheel to me, like you would have got back in the 90s. So I think we might use this one, but let me know down in the comments. Here we go. We've got red, black, white. We'll call this white or gray or whatever, but we'll say red, black, white steering wheels. Which one do y'all like the best that would work? Kind of as that after. The white one's actually pretty nice too. I think one of these two, the black one's would work. It needs repainted, but it would work. I don't know. Let me know down in the description. And then the last thing before we draw this out too long is I might have a tire and wheel solution for the back. So I had these slicks here. They're much taller, so I'm going to go ahead and bring over. This is the wheel and tire combination that came with the kit. So this is what we might run up front. And then I have these guys. This is the best wheel I thought might, but that, you know what, that has. Is this? I just looked at this. It looks like it has a 4-wheel locking hub. I could get rid of that. That's what that looks like. Like it's supposed to look like a locking hub. I don't remember having a kit that would have had that though. Anyways, they do fit the wheel. If I had to give different, or they fit the tire. They also, if I bring the chassis over, they fit in the fender well. I think. I hope they're not too wide. I haven't really tried to, put it all together yet, but I think they might fit in here without. What my point, or what I'm trying to get at, is I don't really want to have to tub or do any work to the fender wells. I didn't want to. I mean, I will if I have to. I mean, they fit in really tight, but we might bring the back end up just a little bit. But mainly, what do you think? Obviously, they need cleaned up and whatnot. But this would be the front wheel and tire with the kind of the rally wheel or whatever that would get painted. And then this one, like we've taken the back wheels off. In fact, I'll probably keep the back wheels with the model and then put this wheel tire combination in. I think that might be a solution. And what would be good to do this now is then I can go straight to working on what do I need for the rear end to make it work. So I wouldn't have to wait to get wheel and tire in to then make that decision. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I think that might be a solution. Let me know. One of these steering wheels I think will be a solution. Let me know what you think about the air cleaner that we have. Or do we just use one of the stock air cleaners? I mean, that's an option too. Let me know down in the description, or not in the description, in the comment section. And then let me know where I really would like to do valve covers that aren't the stock valve covers. I mean, obviously we can use these. I can just paint them chrome. That's an option too. So let me know. Let me know what you think. Any ideas you have. I'm all ears. I'm trying to use your guys' input on this build, so I'd love to hear it. Let me know down in the comment section. Let me know what you think all the way around. If you've enjoyed this, hit the like button, hit the hype button, hit the subscribe button. I don't know. Hit all those buttons. Do what they do. Do what they tell you to do on YouTube. And I will see you tomorrow, hopefully with some answers. Bye-bye.